Hey everybody, Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Retribution event for Overwatch, going for the Redacted achievement. This one can be done whenever the mode is going to be available in the arcade. Make sure you load this up. This is going to be done in All Heroes mode. It is to beat All Heroes mode 8 times with 8 different characters. Thankfully, you can get this done on normal, so it should be pretty easy to do with randoms. So make sure you have a list handy with you and then start jotting down whatever characters you are going to use and beat the mode with. So the mode is going to be a little on the long side. However, it is going to be very easy to do and a little speed runnable thanks to the fact that there aren't going to be any timed segments. So you have that to look forward to. So try your best to go through all of your characters and then just blam through this as quickly as possible. So it's going to be 8 characters. There should be a myriad of characters to use as you are going to have the total lot from the entire Overwatch roster to use. So you should be able to hopefully pick out 8 that you can reasonably do this with. Now, do keep in mind whatever playthroughs you get done through the story mode version of this mission are not going to carry over and stack with this mode. So the 4 playthroughs you need to run through on story won't carry over. So the ones with Reaper, McCree, Genji, and Moira are not going to count if you beat them in story mode. That being said, those 4 characters are going to be available to choose from the roster in All Heroes mode, but they're going to be different. So if you choose those characters for All Heroes mode, you are going to have to rebeat the mission with them in this separate mode, as the playthroughs from story aren't going to carry over. That is also going to count going the other way. You cannot beat All Heroes mode with any of those 4 characters and have them count for the story mode achievements. They're going to be 2 separate modes that have their own achievement each. So it's going to be 4 playthroughs with each of the required characters for the story mode achievement, and then 8 characters in All Heroes mode to count for this achievement. So make sure you do keep that in mind. It's going to be 12 playthroughs total for all of the achievements. So make sure you try not to confuse the two and keep 2 separate lists for each of the different sets of characters you need. Thankfully, for all 8 of your All Heroes run-throughs, you should be able to do it on any difficulty. So again, you can keep things on normal, which should make things easy even if you are playing with random people. Now, the downside to this is there aren't going to be any other achievements available to do in All Heroes mode, which is going to include the 2 harder achievements in the event, which are going to be the Beat the Mission on Expert Without Dying and Beat the Mission on Legendary. Those 2 have to be done in story mode, so make sure you try to keep that in mind. You aren't going to have your pick of heroes for the 2 more challenging achievements. So try your best to practice the game with the actual 4 players from story mode in order to get a hang of things for when you do tackle the harder difficulties. That being said, if you do want to get this achievement out of the way as quickly as possible, just make sure you pick the first 8 characters that come to mind, and just make sure you play through all 8 of your playthroughs on normal so you can get through this as quickly as you want to. And then once you get all 8 playthroughs in, you should be good for your achievement. So the easiest path there is to obviously just play on normal, play with randoms, and then hopefully your random teammates can build a competent team around you, as you are going to have to get through the mission, and you are going to have to get there in one piece. Even though normal is going to be super duper easy, you are going to still have to get through it. So hopefully everyone picks a decent team build that includes some healers, so you can pick yourself up a-okay. Now, depending on what the random players do choose, you can always adjust your selection accordingly. So if they are choosing more offensive characters, you can also play as healer and then try to get through this the best you can, as long as they are different from characters that you have chosen already. And of course, if you have no patience for randoms, you can get this done in a group. Hopefully you are running with a squad that is going to stick it out for the 8 playthroughs. It is quite the grind, but as long as you are changing up your characters, you should be knocking one off the list every time. So here we are going through our last couple of characters or so. The 8 playthroughs is going to be quite long and super repetitive, but that's pretty much all of the Overwatch story events. So try to stick with it and then just get through all 8 a-okay, as well as the 4 story mode playthroughs for a total of 12. But back to the subject of this achievement, here we are on our very last playthrough, picking our 8th and final character that we're going to use and getting through this one more time. So after this slog that is the 8 playthroughs, we are going to be good for our achievement once we hop on that dropship for the last time. So here we are making our grand escape, and once we make the jump, we should be good for our achievement, 15 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.